Regular preterite tense verbs. So last chapter we went over the AR verbs, and this chapter we're doing the ER and IR verbs. These are the past tense. So when do we use the preterite tense? It's past tense with the time frame, completed actions, and it's over and done with. Happened one time in the past. It didn't repeat. So the ones we've already learned are AR verbs. These would end in haste, o, amos, aron. So when we conjugate montar, which means to ride, I can say yo monté, tú montaste, él montó, nosotros montamos, and ellos montaron. So the next one says examples of AR. So there's not a place for you to write these. So ganar would be I won the prize. So yo gané el premio. Nadar, she swam in the lake. Ella nadó en el lago. Montar, we rode a horse. Nosotros montamos a caballo. This is the new stuff. ER verbs. So if you'll notice the accents are on the first and third person again, but this time it is iste, yo, imos, yeron. So comer, which means to eat, would be conjugated like this. Yo comí, tú comiste, él comió, nosotros comimos, and ellos comieron. Here's some more examples. You don't have to write these, just watch. Meter, you scored a goal. Tú metiste un gol. Beber, my friend drank a Coke. Mi amigo bebió un refresco. Comer, I ate a hamburger. Yo comí una hamburguesa. If you'll notice now, these IR verbs have the same endings as the ER verbs did. Iste, yo, imos, yeron. So we're going to conjugate escribir, which means to write. So yo escribí, tú escribiste, él escribió, nosotros escribimos, and ellos escribieron. Some examples are, for the IR verbs, subir, I went up the tree. Yo subí el árbol. Vivir, many birds lived in a tree. Muchos pájaros vivieron en el árbol. Competir, I competed in the Olympic Games. Yo competí en los Juegos Olímpicos. So here are some examples that I'd like you to write down in your notes. I rode a bike in the Tour de France. So we're talking about the verb montar again. So yo monté en bicicleta en la Vuelta a Francia. The second one is you ran in the Olympic Games. We're going to be conjugating the verb correr. So here we go. Tú corriste en los Juegos Olímpicos. The last one, it says he wrote a letter to mom. That'd be the verb escribir. Él escribió una carta a mamá. So take a second and write these in your notes. The last thing we'll review is preterite verb cues. These are the words that say, hey, pay attention. We're about to say this in the past tense. So I listed 8 of the ones that we know. There are more in Chapter 1B or Unit 1, Lesson 2 that you know. So yesterday, day before yesterday, last week, last night, ayer, anteayer, one word by the way, la semana pasada, anoche. Couple more, last month, el mes pasado, last year, el año pasado, 2 days ago, hace 2 días, 5 years ago, hace 5 años. All right, so we're going to start using these in a couple of different activities now.